I am with our tiebreaker, Mark Schmidt. Hey, Mark.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you could be on. So you are with Remax in New Jersey, and here is your tiebreaker question. I feel like I should have some music, like
You
do
should.
do
That'd be
do.
good.
That would be good. All right. Anyway, should realtors wear a name tag?
I'm going to give an emphatic yes. You should be wearing a name tag. Now, if you notice, I got my name tag on right here.
Yeah, if they're watching on YouTube.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I've seen I'm a member of a lot of different real estate agent groups on Facebook, and there's always people say, do you wear a name tag? Do you don't? I've seen people say, oh, wearing a name tag, that's what you do if you're in fast food,
Right.
And I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
I had to pick up my daughter from elementary school years ago, and I was just dressed in like jeans and a t-shirt. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to the school. Let me get dressed. I put on a pair of khakis. I put on a polo shirt, put my name tag on, and I'm standing there in the lobby of her school waiting for her. And this other parent who's there, who I was just acquaintances with, I really wasn't great friends with her, but we were acquaintances. She said, oh, you sell real estate? I didn't know you sold real estate. I'm like, yeah, I do. She goes, we hate our agent. My husband and I are getting a divorce. Our agent is terrible.
Oh, no.
Do you think you can help us? I'm like, well, I'll be happy to talk to you. We can talk about, your listing expiring, whatever. I wound up, I met with her and her soon-to-be ex-husband. I sold that house. I sold that house. I sold the wife a house.
Nice.
The wife's sister, I then sold her house.
Nice.
Which I double-ended. So I had the buyer for that house as well. I sold the parents' house.
Dang.
And then I sold the ex-husband and his new wife a house. And now I'm talking to that woman's aunt about buying a house. So
nice.
That is 6 transactions so far.
Well, and when they get divorced, you can sell that house and get them a new one.
Absolutely. We already know he's got a track record.
Right. The second one always happens sooner.
But I mean, think about that. I'm wearing a name tag once. I get 6 transactions out.
That's amazing.
And for the people who say, you know what? I feel stupid wearing a name tag. Yeah, of course you feel stupid wearing a name tag. Everyone feels stupid wearing a name tag. But you get over it.
Yeah.
Do it. Because after a while, it becomes second nature. And then when people start talking to you, a while ago, I was in the supermarket and this woman's like, oh, you sell real estate? I'm like, yeah. I'm one of the magical people who has been gifted with knowledge of real estate. And, if you're friendly and you have it on and people will talk to you. And you know what? Even though you may feel silly the first few times you wear it, it doesn't feel silly? Taking 6 commission checks to the bank. That feels wonderful. So yeah, always listen. They always say, "Don't be a secret agent."
Yeah,
so
you're not secret.
Always wear a name tag. And you know what? I'm going to split the difference a little bit. If you're too nervous about that, you have to wear something that's got your brand on it. If you're with
that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think that's the same thing? If it's like if you had like the Remax shirt on that's embroidered?
I think it can be. The main point here is you have to let people know that you sell real estate. I'm going to give you a little bonus idea here, just because I'm feeling generous today. No matter what we're talking about, I can find a way to work real estate into the conversation.
Yeah.
If you're a stranger, I've never talked to you before, for example, your kid's playing Little League baseball. A friend of mine told me she sells real estate. We used to work in the same office. She said, oh, you know what? I'm so mad. Someone called our office. They listed with the person who answered the phone because they had desk time.
Yeah.
And, but our kids are on the same baseball team. I said, yeah. And I said, did you tell them you sell real estate? And she goes, yeah, when we first met. I'm like,
no.
Did you tell them every single time?
Right.
She goes, no. And I said, here's what you should have done. Oh my God, I almost didn't make it to the game today. I was showing homes up in Edison and I got stuck in traffic and it's on a listing appointment and it ran long, and you throw it in there, you got to do that.
But that's a good bonus idea. Or it could be anything like, oh my gosh, that's like a pretty tree, and I just sold a house like that had the best. I mean, it could be the most asinine thing and still work.
And you know what? what's funny is that people actually really like hearing about real estate. If you tell them, oh, you know what, I was just on this listing appointment and my clients were so surprised by what they can get for their home.
Yeah.
Who's not going to say, well, tell me more?
Right.
Is my home worth that much? Should I sell? You know, and this is our industry. If you're too afraid to talk to people, you're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
And this gets people to talk to you. So I'll tell you, if I'm not wearing a name tag, I'm wearing a shirt that says Remax on it. I've got, you know, listen, I'm in New Jersey. We're in the age of COVID. I've got a face mask that says movememark.com on it. So people see it. I'm letting them know, and it translates into business. So wear a name tag or something.
You've almost got me convinced. I feel like
just do it. You know what? This is a wonderful thing I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You don't have to do it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But give it a try. You don't have to say, okay, until I die, I will wear a name tag. But
I can see the benefit.
Just try for like a week. Try for a week. When you go to the supermarket, there's no reason you should be going to the supermarket and not wearing something that shows that you're in real estate.
Yeah.
And if they can tell what your name is, more power to it. I'm gonna get gas. The guy's like, hey, Mark, how are you? And I'm like, oh yeah, name tag.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna have to start going to I live in the city, so I don't really, the homeless people all hang out at the grocery store. So I can start going to the grocery store at the burbs.
Here's what you do. You take the name tag off as soon as you get in the store, you put it on.
Right.
Like, excuse me one moment.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good to go then. No problem.
I like it. That's good advice. I like your passionate energy around your name tag.
Real estate, let me tell you, real estate is the best job ever.
It is.
I love it with all my heart. So I want to encourage people to be their best.
I like it. So if people have a referral in New Jersey or they just want to talk to you because you're funny, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
My number, you can always call me 908-705-5110. And you can always shoot me an email at mark@movememark.com.
I love it. Thanks, Mark. Have a good day.
Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you having me on.